Hello everyone, welcome to Beach Investing. I'm your host, Andre Angelkowski, and today we are in a fourplex with a great designer for rental suites, Cindy.
Hey, Andre.
Cindy Wennerstrom. Cindy has been fantastic in designing rental suites. She's fantastic at getting them up to a little modern state, increasing the rents. And what she's going to tell us today is what she's going to be doing to this suite. So, Cindy, tell us what you're going to do.
Great, thanks, Andre. This kitchen is fresh and bright and big, but it's a little dated. It looks a little bit like Grandma's kitchen. The burgundy wood style and the fancy trim along the top of the cupboards is not really suitable for the tenant profile that we seek, which is generally, a younger professional couple, small families, that like the modern IKEA style look. So when we see a house like this, we try to bring it back to an original or a more modern standard from that original retro look. So for this kitchen, all we would do really is we could transition out these doors by either just replacing the doors and painting the rest of the trim base of the kitchen, or we could just paint it as is, and that decorative look on the top wouldn't be quite as dated with a new fresh look, whether it be a nice white paint to bring out the brightness of this kitchen or a nice dark chocolate because that's very appealing as well. I'd also replace the hardware, give it that more modern look instead of the curved handles, something more defined and strong and almost more masculine, let's say. The appliances, generally I swap them out with stainless steel. These are fresh and fairly new, so the client has decided to keep these particular appliances, which makes sense because it's an extra expense that he doesn't need to do right now. However, the countertop has to go. The countertop is tiled. It matches the tile that's on the floor, which is blue and sort of pinky burgundy that matches the cupboards, and the walls are blue. So what the person did here was, he did match all his colors, but it's just not as modern as we'd like to see it. So what we plan for the flooring is to actually replace or even just put over top of this tile a nice chocolate laminate to give it that illusion of a beautiful hardwood, which is more modern and more warm and more rich looking. And then the walls, we're going to paint a really nice neutral brown, very, very light tone, not much darker than this, but more the brown tones. And as well, a new faucet just to bring it up to a more modern standard. New light fixtures to again bring up that modern standard. So once we're done with this kitchen, right now this house is in fairly good shape. Just need to reface some flooring, some hardwood flooring in the other rooms. It's getting about $19.45 per month, $19.75 per month plus utilities as is. But once we do these renovations, we're looking more around that $21.50, $2200 mark. So it gives the client, a couple $100 more per month for just spending, minimal investment of maybe $5,000, because we also want to put laundry in the kitchen here, this great area to stack a unit. So once we run the plumbing and electrical for that, they have laundry in their unit instead of having to go downstairs for coin-operated laundry. And that's very important for a professional family that, doesn't want to have to worry about sharing or having quarters at all hours of the night. So once we're done with that, we think, and a dishwasher, very important. Busy families today don't have time to wash dishes, so we're also adding a dishwasher in here. So yeah, that'll get us quite a bit more rent, and it'll rent much quicker because it'll be more appealing and more universal to just about everybody who views the unit. And once they see this great kitchen space, it's bright, and they have the backyard, they're not going to be able to say no to the unit.
So basically what you're saying is just basically a facelift,
yeah.
Approximately $5,000 to reface this kitchen, we're keeping the appliances, putting in a dishwasher, putting in ensuite laundry, which is very important in your opinion.
Yes.
And redoing the flooring can increase the rent for about $200.
$200-300, depending on how drastic your change is.
Which that is actually a pretty good return on your investment.
Absolutely, $300 a month times 12 months, and the property will rent over and over again for the next 5 to 10 years without having to worry about your kitchen being outdated. So
okay,
it's a good investment, and your property value goes up drastically as well.
Absolutely, that's actually a really good key too.
Yes.
So one thing I'd like to mention to the viewers out there is that there are a couple of blogs that I would love to interview you on in the near future. I'd love to have you come back and talk about how you find your spectacular tenants that you always find.
We do have great tenants.
And I would also like to interview you one time about the type of strategy you use when you invest in real estate personally.
Sure, I'd love that.
Okay, well thank you very much, Cindy. It was a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you, Andre.
All right.